Brimo, you're a Queenslander again, mate. Seen the Origin news this morning?
Yeah, I did actually. Bo told me in the meeting. I didn't even take him seriously because I hadn't been on my phone this morning. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy news. Obviously, it's the talk of the group. I'm sure every club, everyone's been chatting about and who's eligible and who's not. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Is that something you expected at all when you changed to England, or did you think that was it?
It's not something I expected. It's something that I thought would possibly happen one day. Definitely not this soon. So, yeah, I was definitely shocked. I didn't even know it was in the chats. It kind of just got uploaded this morning. Yeah, I didn't even know it was an option that they were considering this soon.
Yeah, so you're back in if you're available?
Well, I'm definitely available.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty public with, even on social media last year. I've always loved Queensland, obviously, but it was a great opportunity for me to be able to represent my mum's side of the family in England. It's something that I didn't regret regardless of this decision with the Origin eligibility rule change. But, I've always loved Queensland. There's no doubt I've obviously put on the jersey. I've loved it. And I obviously do want to play again if chosen. But, yeah, it's just a bit of a confusing and shocking morning, really. I just, like I said, I didn't really think it would happen, especially not this soon. So it's just, yeah, everyone's just kind of reading it all as it comes.
At the time when you did make the England decision, did the Origin side of things make a difficult decision for you, or was it a pretty easy one, like you said, with no regrets?
It's, I don't want to say it's easy. It was easy because I grew up watching Origin, supporting Queensland, crying when we lost, which luckily wasn't often. Got to play, which was a dream come true, and then to be able to kind of evolve as a player and look at the opportunity to represent my mum's side of the family. That was a decision that has been in the back of my mind for ages. Like I've said publicly, I didn't know I was eligible to do that, and then got the opportunity last year. And it wasn't a hard decision, but it was hard to not be eligible for Queensland again. But it's a decision that I had to live with, and yeah. So I guess it was kind of a on the fence one. I was obviously gonna watch Origin and be gutted watching it and not being eligible to be picked, but in saying that, to put on the England jersey was a massive moment for me too.
The fact that we've got the six-man bench now as well, it does open up new options for the versatile players as well. I mean, given you've played pretty much all around the back line, can you see yourself even filling that sort of role and, I guess, energizer at the end, covering multiple roles?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to make any headlines or anything, to be honest. I think there's a lot of players that are now can be an option. I think even maybe Jerome Hughes, I don't know when he came here, but people like that. So I don't want a big article saying that I've come out saying I'm going to play for Queensland this year. I mean, I would love to play for Queensland, obviously, but yeah, and it is exciting with a new bench. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I've got to get my own body and game right for Titans first.
Playing 6 this weekend?
Yep.
How's that sort of come along this pre-season? What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. I enjoy 6. I grew up playing a lot of 6, more than fullback. So something that I'm pretty comfortable with, something that I'm still working at. So I'm looking forward to having a hit out. I thought the boys did well last week.
I know you've spoken to people like Darren Lockyer in the past. What parts of your game have you needed to work on?
Oh, probably kicking. Obviously, being a 6, you've got to be a kicking option. So a lot of kicking this pre-season, fair shanks. So we'll see. Hopefully, I've got some good kicking on for this weekend.
What have your conversations with Josh been like about playing 6? One of the first things he said when he got here was, I want to give AJ some clarity over where he's actually going to be playing and give him a proper crack at 6. What's sort of his words to you been in locking that down?
No, pretty much just what you said. He wants to give me a bit of clarity. I've been moved around a few times in the past few seasons. So I want to just repay him and try to own that position. There's a lot of quality depth we have in the halves, so it's not going to be easy. So it's something that I don't take lightly.
About the game, Origin going to New Zealand. What do you think about that next year?
Yeah, a bit weird, I reckon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind it getting played, obviously, over in Adelaide and Melbourne and things like that. That's pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't mind the old just 2 in New South Wales, 1 in Queensland, or 2 in Queensland, 1 in New South Wales, just proper old school. So New Zealand, I mean, it'd be sick to play over there for New Zealand. It's obviously a state of origin in Australia, so But I mean, it's cool for the game to expand it. I don't want another article saying I hate New Zealand or something.
So pretty good start to the year. You know, the trial went well. What's your take from that?
Yeah, no, it was good. I wasn't shocked by the way the boys played. The boys have been training well, and it was still a real quality side, even though there was a fair chunk missing. When you actually look at the starting team, there's a fair few players that have played a fair bit of NRL there. So we put a decent side, like good side forward, and they played the way I thought they would. So it was good.
What do you make of young Zane's sort of first proper hit out for the club there?
Tragic.
As well?
Nah, he sucks. Honestly, I reckon we're trying to ship him or shop him at the moment, trying to get Jonah Pez or something like that. So he's a good mate of mine, so I don't want to give him too many pats on the back. But he's definitely a player that I can see leading this club one day.
Keanu Kenny played a match yesterday. You must be pumped up to see him get a full year.
Yeah. Obviously, he's had a weird 12 months up and down with his injury, and then getting to play for New Zealand, and obviously yesterday. So he's been training the house down. So yeah, touch wood, he can have some injury-free times ahead.
You guys, like, you've been scratching around for halves the last couple of years, but now you've got Ilias and Zane. I just mean the depth. Like, there's good depth pushing on you and JC now, isn't there? Like, you're going to have to perform. Like, Lockie was good the other night.
Mate, Lockie's been one of the trainers of the pre-season. He's I think people probably forget, including myself, how good he is. Probably just haven't seen too much of him the last 12 months being a Dragon, so and not playing NRL, so or too much NRL. So yeah, no, he's came in and kind of reinvented himself, and it showed the other night. He's a good player. He's a good friend of mine off the field, so I'm happy for him. But yeah, like you said, good depth is key in a good team. So the more everyone's fighting for positions, the better we'll be.
Have you and JC clicked?
Nah.
Been working?
No.
Don't rate him?
Not yet. I don't rate him as a person, player, anything. So we'll see how we go this weekend. Hopefully we can put things aside.
It can often be like a lot of pressure that gets put on young halves, and it's happened across the game. But Zane showed some moments of real composure in the trial. I think there was that chip over the top he did for the forced dropout.
Yep.
Some good defence. Like, is he that sort of character that's pretty level-headed for a young fella?
He's just extremely arrogant, so it comes easy, and he's a spoon-fed baby, so lives at home, mum and dad cooking meals every day, so he's a confident kid. He calls himself Cles for Cleary, so right, you make a hard out of that. That can be a headline if you want. But no, he's a confident kid. He backs himself, and that's what any good seven does. You look at any good seven in the game, they're confident. They back themselves, so it's a good trait to have.
Josh was saying the other day that it's important that the club doesn't put too much pressure on him, but it doesn't sound like he's too bothered by that from your recap there.
Yeah, I know. I think Josh is good. He's just looking at Zane long term, so which is nice. It's a nice change. We've been a pretty reactive short term club in the past, so he doesn't want to mess up Zane physically or mentally, I guess, early. So, but yeah, I don't think he'd be like I said, he's a pretty confident kid. So I don't think he'd get too bothered if he had if he got put under pressure early in his career, but I think it will be good for him long term.
How are you outside backs looking, AJ? That's been a bit. This guy's sort of been trialling and pushing for spots here. You have some new faces. How they sort of.
Yeah, there's some new faces as we seen the other night. I thought that young Ali and Maxi did well. But yeah, no, there's a fair chunk of new boys there. I'm actually not too sure where everyone fits in. I guess we'll leave that up to Josh and then trials this weekend. But yeah, there will be, I think, some new faces out there.